Hey everybody, I'm back and told you I was gonna look at making my own chains and whatnot. So what I have here is, get it over here, Central Machinery Chainsaw Chain Breaker Spinner. This is Harbor Freight's version. And we'll see how good this thing is. I have not opened it yet. And yeah, this is the cheapest one that I have found by far. Even the Holtz Forma ones are over $100. And this one is normally $75. I got it on sale for $70. And then I have a 25-foot roll of Archer semi-chisel skip chain that I'm going to try out. So we'll see how this works. What did I do with my knife? There's a knife. Let's see what this breaker spinner looks like. Okay. Instructions. Here's the main body of it. And all the little parts and pieces you can put down there. So, okay. Bugger. It seems pretty straightforward. Alright, so here's your breaker block. As you can see, it says it'll do 1/4 inch, 3/25 and 3/8 pitch on this side, and 404, 7/16 and 1/2 inch pitch on this side. I think they're a little overly optimistic on doing 1/2 inch pitch chain, but you know, that's just my thoughts on it. Okay. Okay, and these are the different ends. Okay. I think that goes into there. Mind you, I haven't looked at the instructions yet, so I'm just kind of playing this by ear. And then these are the two spinner anvils. Alright, and then it has an Allen key and a set screw. Okay, I see. I haven't messed with one of these in close to 20 years, so I'm a little out of practice here. Let's see these instructions. To break the chain, fit anvil, okay. Select either, okay, to spin the chain, select either the large or small spinner and thrust dies. Insert into sleeve, thrust handle, always use a matched set of dies, don't mix. Apply a light amount of grease to rivet, insert rivet into place and loosely spin the chain. Okay. Rotate the handle clockwise until okay. Limited 90-day warranty. And just a quick picture of everything that you get. Probably not the greatest quality product from Harbor Freight, but you know, is what it is. I'm just trying to think of how I want to mount this thing, because I don't want to have it mounted to my bench permanently, because yeah. Alright, I'm going to try mounting this just in my vise here. We'll see if that's stout enough. If not, I'll mount it to my splitting block outside. So, I've already opened the Archer chain, but with a 25-foot roll you get quite a few boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes. And I think I figured it up. There's 410 drive links to a 25-foot roll of 3/8 chain. I'll get about 4 chains for the size of bars that I run. You know, that's whether I spin up a 24, a 28, or a 30-inch loop, I'm going to get 4 chains per roll of chain. Then got a package of rivet plates and tie plates. It says 10 pair, so that's cool. And yeah, and then set that down there. Here it is. 25-foot roll of chain. I decided to go this route because, one, I don't go through a lot of saw chains. Excuse me. I don't go through a lot of saw chains, but this is still cheaper in the long run than buying ready-made loops. And I figured that, you know, I'm not quite ready to spend the money for a 100-foot roll of chain. But this roll, this 25-foot roll, was about $80 on Amazon. And like I said, I'll get 4 chains out of it, so that's $20 a loop, give or take a little bit. And then, like I said, I got the breaker spinner for $70, so I'm into this for $150, all said and done. So that's a little expensive for 4 chains, but when I move on to my next roll a chain, whether I buy a 100-foot roller, just stick with 25-foot, it'll start paying off. And don't need that on. The Archer chain was the most affordable one that I could find that offered a skip chain. So I wanted to switch to a skip chain because full house chain cuts great, but it takes forever to file. And I'm not a professional logger, I just cut firewood for fun. And so I figured I'd go back to skip chain, and I wanted to try the semi-chisel out because I've heard a lot of people say that it doesn't cut as fast as full chisel, but it seems to take the abuse of cutting firewood a little better. You know, getting into a little bit of dirt, that type of stuff. You hit a rock, that's going to mess your chain up, but a little bit of dirt in the bark or that type of stuff, this is supposed to hold up a little bit better. So we'll see. So, yeah, I'll get set up a little bit better, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, I'm back. I've got my chain counted out. I've got my breaker spinner set up in my vise. I'm making a 28-inch loop, so I counted out 93 drive links. Done it 3 times just to make sure. If I was doing this a lot, what I would do is I would break this chain off, and then I would lay out a board and put a starting hole in it to pin the chain in, and then I would just stretch it out and make a mark. And that way I wouldn't have to count everyone. I could just pull it out, mark it, break it, do my thing. But this is still experimental, so we're doing things the hard way. So bear with me. So I got it lined up. I got the punch centered on the rivet that I want to break. So let's see if this will do it in my vise. Ooh, okay. It would appear that the vise does not want to hold it. Alright, now where did you go? There you are. You'll have to bear with me here. This is I wonder if I shouldn't be breaking this on the other side. That would make a little more sense since it wants to sit in the anvil flat. There we go. I may have buggered that up. I'm not sure yet. I think I did. You get back here. Okay. Well, that seemed to work out okay. Saved out a cutter tooth. Now, holy moly. And now the fun of there we go. Bugger. Okay. So this one worked out that I have a kind of a hyper skip in there, but that's okay. Actually, that works out perfect. I can put that cutter tooth back in. And I'll just have a set of doubles. So, alright. Let me get this set up real quick. Okay. That there seems all right. Okay. Okay, now I will set up my wheels. Okay. I'll try and edit some of this out, but I make no promises because I don't have very good editing skills yet. Hopefully this is not too painful, but I figure it's maybe best to do this in real time rather than just cut to it and, oh hey, here's a broken chain, and hey, here's a brand new chain. I don't feel that is the best way to do this. Okay, so get your new tie plate in there. Put the cutter tooth in. Okay. you bugger. This is definitely going to take some learning how to do. I don't know, I may have the wrong spinner anvil in. This doesn't seem to be working out the way that it should. Hang that there. This doesn't seem right either, but oh, that's right, okay. So you can see right there's one that I spun, there's one that I didn't. It still moves freely, but I'm gonna move on to the next one so I can get that set, and then I'll work them back and forth until they feel right. Still moves freely. Okay. They still move freely. It's maybe not the prettiest job. Oh yeah, that needs to be a little tighter. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do about that. Okay. I may have to take a file and adjust my spinner die. But for right now, small hammer. I know I'm kind of screwing things up for the camera here, but okay, that feels about right. So over here a little bit. So as you can see, it did mar the side plate a little bit, and it's not a perfect match. But for my first chain, I don't think this is too bad. And like I said, this is literally the cheapest breaker spinner that I have found. So I don't know. I think that's a win. I'm going to take this down. I'll come back to you. We'll put this on a saw and see if it fits right. Alright, I'm back. Got my 680 Echo here. I have a 28-inch Husqvarna bar on. Cheating, grab a 13 mil socket here, spin these off, because my fat fingers don't fit in that little recess that Echo puts on this saw very well. There we go. Alright, so just a quick comparison. This is the chain I took off. This is my new chain. Well, it looks like I got her pretty darn close. of course, when I'm trying to do this on camera, I can't do it. There we go. There we go. Tightens up good. I might have it a little bit tight on there right now, but I know that it's going to stretch. So it'll break in. So yeah. There it is. Like I said, $70, $75 normally at Harbor Freight for this breaker spinner, and $80 for a 25-foot roll of chain. It is a little bit of money to spend up front, but if you know that you're going to be needing several chains, you know, like I have several chainsaws, so that can get expensive, especially if my chains all file out at about the same time. And if you have oddball size bars, like I have my 30-inch bar on my Big John thread, that's a 98 driver bar. Those chains you can't just go down to your local Ace Hardware and buy. Or I have the original Echo bar that come on this saw, which is a 24-inch bar. Normally a 24-inch bar that takes a 3/8 chain is 84 drivers. Echo's bar takes 81 drivers. Again, I can't go down to my local store and buy those. And I haven't looked, but I don't believe any of my local stores even custom make loops of chain. I think they just buy pre-box chain. So for me, this works out good, and it gives me the chance to repair chains, or if I have old chains that I want to make a longer chain out of or a shorter chain out of, it gives me that option. So while this breaker spinner may not be a prime choice for a professional logger or sawyer that is going through multiple chains, or somebody that is making a lot of chains, a small engine shop owner or someone like that that may make a bunch of chains for using a couple times a year, I think this will work out just fine. And like I said, after a couple of years, I'm going to be money ahead on being able to make my own chains versus buying ready-made loops. So, in my next video, which I'm hoping I can do that tomorrow, I'll compare this full skip semi-chisel chain to this full house chisel chain. This particular chain, this is Husqvarna chain that I have filed a few times, set my rakers on. This cuts really good. This chain could use a little touch up, but I just cut with it the other day and it still cut really good. But yeah, I hope you like that. It's winter time. I don't know how much content I can put out, but I'll do what I can. It's going to be little stuff like this, making chains. I've got saws to work on. This is a Johnsrud 670 Super that I'm going to take apart. I'm going to put new bearings in it, new seals, gaskets, the whole works. So hopefully I'll get that on film. And, you know, just do little stuff like that. Firewood season for me is over. In my area, I cut on BLM land, and BLM permits have an expiration date in the fall, and then they don't open for firewood cutting again till the spring, late spring. So, yeah. Anyway, if you like this type of stuff, let me know. Thank you. Bye.